Magic 89.9.
We have Lady Gaga here on Game Night Magic 89.9. You are with Junior Jock, Joaqui.
Junior Jock, Kian.
And David is not here yet.
Hi, it's me, David.
Junior Jock, welcome to Game Night. Junior Jock, Joaqui, Junior Jock, Kian, and Junior Jock, David. David's running a bit late, but it's okay because we are gonna be playing some video games, ladies and gentlemen.
With or without David.
No, he'll be here. He'll be here in a bit. Welcome to Game Night, ladies and gentlemen, where we talk about everything nerdy. Nerd's Paradise right here over on Game Night.
And even sports. Don't forget sports.
Talk about sports, comics, anime, movies, video games, everything that a nerd would like. That's what we do. That's what we play. That's what
Actually,
we
we're
specialize in.
geeks, not nerds.
I forgot there's a I don't know. We need to have that type of discussion at one point, whether you're a nerd or a geek. That's gonna go crazy. But yes, today, of course, we're starting everything off, bringing you guys what's hot. Okay, let's say it properly. What's hot? What's hot? No, What's Hot, where we talk about the top games of the week, courtesy of the Game Boys.
And we researched this. Our sources, trust us.
Trust us, bro. Trust us,
You can just trust us.
Trust us, bro. And we have the top 3 of the week, and we highly recommend you guys try it because it's a nice way to broaden your horizons when it comes to video games. Mm-hmm. You know, you gotta experiment on different genres because the people want something different every week. You know, you'd want to try and discover a game every week, so we're gonna bring it to you guys. What is our top 3 spot, Kian?
Our number 3 is Helldivers 2.
Helldivers 2! Okay, what happened with Helldivers 2?
So, basically, the rundown of Helldivers 2 is that it went off PC because it became a console exclusive, and now it's back on PC. So that's why it got a little bit of a resurgence.
Okay.
So Helldivers 2 is a shooter third-person game where you basically fight aliens on another planet. You fight for democracy.
This is a co-op game, right?
Co-op game. Maximum of 4 players in a
This game went through ups and downs and lefts and rights. And now that it's back, I'm happy that it's doing well because it's a game that deserves its spot at the top.
Yeah, and it looks really fun too.
If you have any friends, you guys want to try a new game, Helldivers 2, highly recommend. What platforms is it on?
It's actually on console and on Steam now. It's on PC.
On Steam now.
Yeah, it came back. That's why it's now hot.
Okay. That's beautiful, dude. That's beautiful. Okay, that's great. Helldivers 2, top 3 spot. Top 2.
What's number 2?
Number 2 is Hades 2.
A new update?
Mainly because there was a new update that was released. The Unseen Update. If you guys are fans of Hades is basically a top-down roguelike dungeon crawler game wherein you play in the times of Greek mythology gods. And now in this update, they're adding Narcissus to the game.
Oh.
And it looks so... Because the thing is, Hades has a good reputation because it was one of the best indie games of its time.
And it's so surprising that it's an indie game and it won Game of the Year, right?
I don't know if it was Hades 1 or Hades 2.
Hades 1 Game of the Year.
That's telling of the quality of Hades and in Supergiant Games. They make really good games. The art looks amazing. The gameplay is super smooth. I've heard only great things about Hades. And now that there's a new update, it's been popping like crazy.
Yeah, and Hades 2 was in early access for quite some time.
Yeah.
And now it got an unseen update, literally and figuratively.
Unseen update. I'm excited. If you guys haven't tried it, highly recommend. But you guys might be wondering, what's the top 1 spot?
What is the top 1? You've been telling me this off air, man.
I'm so excited. Top 1 spot for What's Hot. It's Secret of the Mimic. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Another FNAF game after how many years?
It's been... The thing is, Five Nights at Freddy's has gotten an enormously good reputation when it comes to the indie game scene and the horror game scene.
True.
And back then, it would make the gameplay difference because of the shift in storyline. Now they're doing a first-person horror game.
They actually kind of did this with Security Breach,
the last game that they did.
Yep.
And now they're doing it again for a game. Because the thing is, the thing that people like so much about Five Nights at Freddy's is its lore.
The very deep lore.
The story of the game. Because there's a lot of mysteries to unpack, a lot of secrets, Easter eggs, a lot of things to uncover to try and piece out the story of Five Nights at Freddy's, of why there are animatronics chasing you, why there are animatronics trying to catch you. And it now, in Secret of the Mimic, which is the latest one they released, they're backtracking to the very, very, very beginning of it all. So if everything takes place at 1983, after 1983, now we're going even further back.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy how, because I saw some gameplay of it, and then when I saw it, I thought it was like some random indie game because it was still a good quality. Don't get me wrong, but it surprised me when I was like, oh wait, that's actually FNAF. They have a new game.
It looks like they're trying a lot of experimentation with this new Five Nights at Freddy's game, and people are loving it.
True, because another game, shout out to Poppy's Playtime. That popped off a little bit, and it's somewhat similar in terms of style now.
Yeah, in terms of gameplay, I'd say it's hitting that territory of first-person horror, and it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice that they're trying to get that genre, and I'm a big Five Nights at Freddy's fans. I'm a big Five Nights at Freddy's fan. So if you guys like the 3 games that we mentioned today, what's the recap of the games we have?
So number 3 we had Helldivers.
Number 2 we had Hades 2
and
because
number
of the Unseen
1
update.
We have The Secret of the Mimic, FNAF.
The Mimic! I highly recommend. You guys should play Five Nights at Freddy's, one of my favorite franchises of all time. A lot of people say they're not a fan of it because of the horror aspect. I'm telling you guys, I'm not there for the horror.
Wait, here. Okay, playback, people on the radio. If you're scared of the horror of FNAF, I am a very not big fan of horror. I think I could play it even though it's horror.
Right, dude? That's
saying a lot.
It's
and
because
I
of
hate
the
horror.
story. It's because of the story, man.
And not just the story. I mean, the horror, like the jump scares, quote unquote, it's not as scary as, let's say, Outlast.
Yeah, true. But yes, those are the top games of the week, courtesy of the Game Boys.
Yes, sir.
Of course, we got to bring you guys back into the music. Be sure to stick around because we're going to be having more talks in a bit. We're going to be bringing you guys mini games for you.
For me?
For you, bro. It's for me. Where we bring you guys games that are easy to pick up. You're trying to get into the gaming scene, then mini games for you might just be for you. But let's get back to the music, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have some Apata with Rose and Blackpink. Bruno Mars here on The Magic.
Magic 89.9.
Of Clash.
Clash.
Dun 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 dun.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, but Clash of Clans is my game.
is OG status when it comes to video games.
You know, honestly, it's Unk status.
It's Unk status, you think?
Yeah,
Really?
I got like during my first year of college, somebody was like, "Oh, you still play Clash?" And then they called me an Unk.
What? Why? Is the new one Clash Royale now? Is that what people are doing now?
Technically, yes. Clash Royale is the newer version. It's less unky compared to Clash of Clans.
Because there was a time when Facebook games were still a thing.
Yes.
And the style of Clash of Clans games, I don't know what you call that type of game.
It's strategy.
The strategy type of games, they were everywhere. There was Social Wars.
I know there was like a tank. There was like a tank game on
Yeah,
Facebook.
there are a lot on Facebook. And then the main one that came on top was, of course, Clash of Clans because it was on mobile.
Yep.
And it's still a really fun game. I don't know. I lost my old account too. I lost my old account.
You want
way,
one
way
account?
back.
I have like 10.
Bruce is giving it away. We're gonna give it. Let's give it away to the listeners. You're gonna be like, a free. What's the name of the city hall, right?
Yeah, the town hall.
The town hall. There you go. Yes, Clash of Clans. If you guys are interested in a strategy type game,
And it's on mobile.
yeah, want to try one of the OG mobile games, Clash of Clans is a good pick. My recommendation is another OG classic.
Another one.
You guys need to try because we've been talking about different types of games. I realize we haven't talked about this specific genre, which is rhythm games.
Oh.
So I recommend you guys pick up Geometry Dash.
Ooh, that is an all-time classic.
Right, dude?
Honestly.
Okay, the thing is, Geometry Dash, there's a free version called Geometry Dash Meltdown that you guys should try. That has 3 trial songs that are absolutely banger, all made by the same artists. And they sound amazing. And the thing is with Geometry Dash, it gives you a good idea on how rhythm games play. And it isn't too hard to pick up because you have basically just need to avoid everything, but you got to do it on beat.
Oh, I really like Geometry Dash as well because it kind of goes away from what normal rhythm games are because usually you would tap the buttons and time it.
Yeah,
but this
yeah,
time
yeah.
you have to dodge stuff.
Yeah, you have more visual cues for it. And it's... For me back then, it was like a stress reliever because it's part of the gameplay to try it over and over and over again.
Stress reliever, but like for me, I got really stressed out when I couldn't
The game
get it.
says yeah. No, Geometry Dash, all-time classic. If you guys want to try, so it's free over on the Play Store. Same with Clash of Clans. The games we recommend to you guys, of course, we're gonna make it free so you guys can try them out immediately. We recommend games you guys can just pick up and go. But yeah, we have one more game.
One more game. Actually, it was recommended by our own Junior Jock, Isbel.
Ooh.
It's called Perfect Tidy.
Perfect Tidy. This is new to me.
Yeah, it's
What's
a phone
this?
game. So apparently, from how I can perceive this, it's a stress relief game.
Okay, this is the real stress relief relief game.
Yeah, real stress relief game, because by the looks of these gameplay photos and gameplay videos that I'm looking at, you have to organize things.
Oh.
And according to JJ Isbell, it's all about common sense,
Okay.
which
okay,
I don't
okay.
think I have.
So it's from how I'm seeing it, it's like moving out but for mobile.
I mean, there's like right now I'm looking at the picture. There's like a girl with like you have to put facial products on her or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's reminiscent. From what I'm hearing, it's reminiscent of old Flash games.
Oh my goodness gracious, you brought me back.
Right, dude? It's reminiscent of
Y3,
old
Y8?
Y3, Y8, Friv. It's reminiscent of that. And they're bringing it to mobile. If you guys want to try it out, want to go back to the olden days and try something pretty similar to that, then what's the name?
Perfect
Tidy. Highly recommend. And yeah, those are the 3 games, mini games for you. If you guys want to broaden your horizons and pick up a game, then highly recommend. Let's say hi to people on playback.tv/magic899 over on our live stream. Hi guys, who's here? A bunch of people here. Lightermain 200X, JP Siton, Ghost of Sparta is here. Papa G Sauce, Victor Torres,
The usual suspects.
gamers. Thank you for joining us today. Lavzy, Chaddy, Sibari. I hope I'm pronouncing your guys' name right, but I'm trying my best here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And for those who are listening on their radio sets on the road going home, welcome to game night. We still have a packed show for you guys because you guys better stick around because we might be giving something away today.
No, we will.
We will be giving something
The
away
big
today.
boss has given us gifts.
Yes.
The
And
elder
if you guys
gods.
want to bring something home, gonna be having some games. You guys just need to prove your gaming, anime, and movie knowledge. But yes, stick around for that if you guys want to tune in. If you guys want to get some prizes.
Yep.
But let's get back into the music, ladies and gents. Things are getting pretty explosive here on Game Night, of course, because not only do we talk about everything nerdy, we talk about gaming, anime, movies. We have a lot more in store. Later, we're going to be having on-air games with you guys, so be sure to stick around for that. For now, let's listen to BB No Money, my favorite artist with Boom. Here on Today's Best Music, we are Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Game Night, only good luck here on Game Night. You're with Junior Jock, Joaqui.
Junior Jock, Kian.
And Junior Jock, David.
David, hi.
What is up, everybody?
Oh my God, David. Well, we missed you, man. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Situation, how are you?
I'm good. Sorry I'm late, everybody. I know. I don't want to pull a Cholo de la Cruz on you guys. No, I'm joking.
Oh my.
I'm just saying that some personal stuff came up, so I had to attend to them before getting here. But don't worry, I'm here to keep you guys entertained for game night. Am I right, everybody? Come on. Yes.
You love to hear it. You love to hear it. Situation now. Earlier we handled mini games for you. We talked about what's hot. Now we teased a bit that we're going to be playing some games. Not
On-air
yet the
games.
on-air games, but we're going to be trying out something new here on Game Night. A game called Higher or Lower.
You know, I feel like we always try something new on game night. Am I
Game
crazy?
Night is experiment night.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, the thing about the beauty of games is that there's so much of it.
And there's so
Exactly.
many things you can do, so many games. So of course,
And
we
there's
get
one of them.
unlimited games. We play all the unlimited
But no
games.
bacon.
Okay, that's a niche reference right there.
That's a
But
niche reference.
Okay.
all right.
Just me.
Okay, situation, higher or lower. Details of the game. Can you guys run us through how the game works?
All right, so higher or lower is basically there's a website called Higher or Lower, and we just have to guess. It's gonna give us 2 choices where we have to guess which one is the higher one or which one's the lower one, depending
Okay.
on the category.
Yes, so for example, a category would be which one has the higher rating in Rotten Tomatoes, for example.
Yep.
Which movie? The choice is Titanic or
Deadpool.
Titanic or Deadpool. Which one has higher rating?
You have to pick one.
Probably Titanic.
Titanic.
Titanic, right? So Titanic would win and then you get a point. Basically, you need to try your best to see which one rates higher in a specific category. And we're given the chance to pick on different categories. The 3 categories that we're going to be running through that we're going to try is anime TV movies, movies, the box office movies, and video games.
Best-selling video games.
Best-selling
All right,
video games.
let's give the specifics of the category a little
Yes.
bit so that the people at home know what kind of stakes we're working with here.
Yes.
So basically, one of the first category we have is which movie has made more in the box office revenue worldwide.
Okay.
So if you feel like you know your movies well and you feel like you know how much movies make, you can try your luck in that category.
Exactly.
Next, we also have which video game is the best selling
By copies.
by copies sold. Okay.
Okay.
So
Last
if,
updated May 2025.
there you go.
Very
So if you
up-to-date.
guys are kind of curious and you want to be, or if you feel like you're knowledgeable on how much you think video games make, try your luck on that one.
Gotcha.
And then for our last category, we have anime TV series that has a higher score on my anime list.
Anime on Mal.
So that one is specifically my anime list.
Last
Yes.
updated August 2024.
Exactly.
There we go.
Okay, situation. We're gonna be giving away some tickets today, if I'm not mistaken, and we're gonna be having you. Basically, what's gonna be happening is we're gonna be having callers. We're gonna have you guys try to guess which one's higher and which one's lower, and whoever gets the higher score gets the ticket.
Yeah, but what kind
so-
of tickets are we giving away, David?
Well, as I'm seeing right now, we have tickets for J.R. Richards, who is the original singer of the band Dishwalla.
Exactly.
Yes. He'll be performing here in the Philippines at Stratosphere Events Place on June 21. So that's in 2 days.
So if you guys want,
Wow.
if you guys want to watch a concert, you guys can win some tickets tonight. But the thing is, of course, the Game Boys need to test it first.
Yeah, of course.
So that the people know how it
We'll
works.
give you guys a little bit of a, tutorial.
a little bit of a tutorial.
Yes.
And I want to see you guys try it out.
All right.
Situation. Okay.
Which one do you want to do, David?
If we could have, there we go. Direct showcase the gameplay on screen right now.
There we go.
For
There we
those
go.
over on
All right.
playback.tv/magic899. Those on our radio sets, don't worry, we'll run through everything one by one so you guys are up to speed.
Yes.
Take it away, David.
All right,
We are
so-
going to be doing anime. My
Yes.
anime list scores.
Okay.
So basically, which anime has the higher score on my anime list? Let's get straight into it.
Okay.
All right.
Higher or lower?
So the first two that we have are Noragami Aragoto or
Noragami.
Fumetsu no Anate.
That's also To Your Eternity.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Which one has the higher rating?
I have
feel
no
like
idea.
It's Fumetsu for me. To Your
really?
Eternity.
I think it's Fumetsu.
Yeah,
But
All right.
Noragami though, isn't Noragami kind of pop
That's
up?
true. It's really popular, but I feel like it's not like it's kind of low key niche. It's
Okay.
in that category. So
Really, I'm team Noragami. But if you
Noragami.
really want
if
Fumetsu,
I'm wrong, you guys can beat me up in the alley.
okay, wait a second. I didn't agree to this. All right. So you wanna lock in Fumetsu?
I am locking in Fumetsu.
All right. Fumetsu is
Okay. What?
correct, barely. Okay,
What's
so
the score? What's the score?
Noragami is 8.13, while Fumetsu was 8.34.
Okay. So you
All
guys
right.
see how the game works, and basically you want to go as far as you can
Yes.
on a streak, basically.
So we're gonna be giving you the two different this or that, basically.
Yep.
We're gonna be option 1 and option 2, and you think which one do you think
Has
scores
score.
higher?
Exactly.
Yes.
All right. Let's try and run through this and run through.
All right.
Speed round. Speed
It's
round.
Nana or Fumetsu.
I think it's Fumetsu.
Still Fumetsu.
Fumetsu.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
still
lock it in.
Fumetsu.
Fumetsu.
I'm wrong.
I was gonna say Nana. I was like, everybody knows Nana. Okay, we're fake fans, guys. We are fake.
The score of one.
High
It
score
says-
1.
And also to rub it in your face, it says you got a terrible score.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
you know what? If you guys think you guys can do better,
Yes.
feel free to call us up over on our hotline. and
That's
that is
863-10899. We're going to be opening up calls in a bit when we come back. But yeah, that's basically how the game works. Run through higher or lower. You guys can pick between 3 categories. What are the 3 categories we're opening, boys?
Well, we have first one is the anime TV series that has a higher score on my anime list.
And we have video games, which is the best selling in terms of copies.
And then which movie has made more box office revenue worldwide?
Exactly. So if you
Yes.
guys are confident in any of those categories, you guys can call us up in a bit. Okay, but for now, though, we got to get back into the music, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
we will.
Because, of course, we're fighting for things like love, money, and fame here on The Magic. So, of course, we got 17 singing for you guys. Love, Money, and Fame with DJ Khaled. On today's Best Music, we're Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Born on game night here with Junior Jock, Joaqui.
Junior Jock, Kian.
And Junior Jock David.
Gamers, we are back. Earlier, we told you guys we're going to be playing a game called Higher or Lower. And now we're opening the line for callers to join in the games. You guys can call in to join our game Higher or Lower. You can call us over at our hotline. That's 863-10899.
What are they gonna play for?
Yeah, what are the prizes?
Don't worry, you guys love, we love stakes here on game night,
Yes,
right?
we do. Yes, we do.
So you guys will be winning tickets for J.R. Richards, who is the original singer of Dishwalla.
Exactly.
Yes.
If you guys want to go to a concert, it's this weekend, right?
Yeah, this weekend, this Saturday. So you guys better clutch up because we're giving away a bunch of tickets for you guys. So we have, how many winners are we having tonight?
We're going to be having 4 winners.
4 winners.
2 tickets for each winner.
All right. So if you're a winner, we have a VIP section for you guys.
That's exciting.
Wow.
That's exciting. But yeah, just call us up. That's 863-10899. Again, that is 863-10899 to try your hand over a game of higher or lower. While we're waiting, you guys want to do some games? You guys want to try it out?
All right.
Are we doing it for ourselves?
Yeah, while we're waiting
All right.
for a caller.
Oh, who knows? Maybe they can beat our high score.
Yeah,
so that
let's
we
set
can-
a high score. Let's set a high score.
Let's set up the competitiveness.
All
Yes,
right.
let's set a high score.
Let's play some which video game is the
this
best
is-
selling.
This is my territory.
Let's just dive straight in. All right.
Okay.
Guitar Hero 2 or Tomb Raider 2013? It's Tomb Raider.
I think it's Tomb Raider.
It's Tomb Raider.
Personally,
It's got to be Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider's a good franchise. Yeah, Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider, yeah.
unanimous
Tomb Raider with 11 million.
to 5 million.
I thought it
And
was
then Guitar Hero
here.
with 5 million.
My reasoning. Oh, we have a caller. We have a caller. Okay,
Well,
okay.
I guess I'm not doing this game anymore.
No. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Let's answer this call. Magic, hello.
Hello.
Hello, hi. Could you turn down your radio set, please?
Oh, hello. Wait, hold on.
Okay, go ahead. I like the echo. It gives ambiance.
I'm so
Hi, good evening. Welcome to the show. Can we have your name, please?
Is this okay? Is it not echoing anymore?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's good.
It's
It's
all
good,
I
it's
thought
good.
that was her name. I was like,
Yeah. Could we have your name, please?
I'm so sorry. My name's Anne.
Anne.
All
Anne,
right.
welcome to the show. We're playing higher or lower. Do you need a run through of the mechanics, the instructions, or do you have a good grasp on it now?
I actually don't have a good grasp of it.
Okay, let's run you through. Boys?
so there's going to be 3 categories for you to pick. We have which movie has made more in the box office revenue worldwide. Then we also have which video game is the best selling, and which anime TV series has a higher score on my anime list.
Exactly. We're going to be throwing you titles, and you have to guess which one is higher or lower in those
Or
categories.
in this
Just
case,
higher.
which one is higher?
Which one is higher? Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, so which one is higher? I'm supposed to say which
Yeah,
one is
pick which
right?
one you think is the higher one.
Between the 2 that we're going to give you.
Yes. So, now that you have the mechanics, are you ready? Do you have a category you want to try out?
What categories are available?
We have movies, anime, and video games.
There you go.
Okay, movies.
Movies.
All right.
To be specific, Anne, it's it's movies which has the higher box office revenue.
Yes. So you have to guess.
So which movies made the most money?
Yes. Okay.
We all love money.
Try your best to get a high score. All right. Okay.
David, you can kick us off.
All right, so we have The Smurfs 2 or Fast and Furious 6. Which do you think made more money?
Smurfs 2.
Smurfs 2.
Right,
All right,
let's
let's see. And
Oh,
Fast and Furious 6.
Oh, no.
Okay. You know what? I'm willing to give Anna
We're
another try.
gonna give her another
Yes.
chance.
Wow. Unfortunately, that was wrong, but let's try it again one more
How
time.
nice of you, Joaqui.
No, because it was a test round. It was a test
Okay,
round.
test round.
Test round.
All right.
Now that you know the ropes, I'm gonna leave it to you, Anne. This is all you. You got this.
All right. So we have first one is The Avengers or Fatal Attraction from 1987.
Avengers.
Avengers.
Let's see.
Let's see if Anne's got it. And Anne
The
is
Avengers.
correct.
We got 1 million for 1,500,000. 1 billion. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Avengers made a lot of movie, guys.
All right. Next one.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it this time, David?
All
Go
right.
ahead.
So we have The Avengers again or Troy.
Troy. It's been so long since I've heard this movie.
I think Troy.
Troy
from 2004.
Okay, Troy.
Let's see if she's correct. And
still
unfortunately, The Avengers
you got
still
it.
made more money.
You got a score of 1 though.
Don't that means you're on the on the board.
leaderboard so
Yes.
far. Great job. Thank you for joining us tonight. Is there anyone you want to greet before you go?
No one in particular.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank you
for
so
joining.
much.
You have a good night, all right?
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay.
All right,
This
so-
game is
It's a little bit difficult.
Yes.
But by the way, if you guys want to participate, you guys can once again call us over on our hotline, 8631-0899.
Exactly.
And for those of you who have already won or are in the leaderboard, make sure you guys stick around until the end of the hour so you guys can figure
find out
out
if you won.
and figure out how you guys can claim your prizes.
Exactly. As long as you're at the top of the leaderboard, you're going to get your tickets. But yeah, let's see if you have another caller. Let's wait for a bit more. You guys
All right.
can call us
Waiting
up.
in progress.
Yes. 863-10899. Try your hand. There are three categories.
Yeah.
You need to at least have an expertise in at least one of them.
One of the categories has to be your...
And if you pick like the most general one too, because there are a lot of categories in higher or lower, but we pick like movies, video games, and like anime.
Yeah, so listen guys.
We have a caller?
All right.
Let's try it. Magic, hello? Oh, could you turn down your radio set, please?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
All right.
thank you so much. Welcome to the show. Can I have your name, please?
Vince.
Vin. Am I saying that right?
Vince.
Vince. Okay,
With
with
a
a C.
C, yeah.
Vince, welcome to the show. We're playing higher or lower. You got a good grasp of the mechanics?
I guess so.
Okay, are you ready
All right.
to play?
Confident, Vince.
We're gonna need you to pick a
Game back.
category. We're gonna need you to pick a category: movies, anime, or video games.
Movies na lang.
Movies. Okay,
All
movies,
right.
movies. Let's run through. We're going straight into it. Which one do you think is
right.
higher in terms of revenue, boys?
So this time it's the Hunger Games Catching Fire or Bruce Almighty.
Oh,
Oh, Hunger Games.
Hunger
Hunger
Games.
Games.
Let's see.
Good guess, good guess.
Good guess?
And
You are correct. Okay,
Hunger
moving
Games
on.
Catching
Nice.
Fire did make more money than
Nice.
Bruce Almighty.
Great job. Okay, next
All right,
one.
next up. The Hunger Games Catching Fire or The Hobbit An Unexpected Journey.
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
Hobbit.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's
Wow.
correct.
Oh my goodness.
The Hobbit has made $1 billion.
Goodness gracious.
Goodness
All right,
gracious.
next one,
All right.
boys.
The Fate of the Furious or The Hobbit An Unexpected Journey.
Ano ulit yung una? Sorry.
The Fate of the Furious.
It's a movie from 2017.
27. Yung Hobbit pa. Yung second. Ano yung
Right,
sinabi?
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
Okay. It's Fate of the Furious.
Yes.
Oh no.
Otherwise known as, I'm pretty sure,
Hindi
Fast
yun.
and Furious 8.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
there's so many. Fast and Furious is a strong franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Great attempt, though. You got a score of 2. You're currently at the top of our leaderboard.
Yeah. Right next to Anne with a score of 1.
Great job, though. Thank you so much for the attempt. Is there anyone you want to greet before we head on to our next one?
My best friend, Alpha.
Hello, Alpha.
Well, thank you for
Hello,
tuning
Alpha.
in. Hello, Alpha. All right. Well, be sure to stick around to see if you are still at the top of the leaderboard so you can claim your prize. All right? Have a good night, okay? Bye-bye.
Night.
All right.
Wow.
So we
Okay,
got
okay.
two
peeps.
Yes, two people
peeps.
that called.
We got a score of 2, a score of 1.
They're top 2.
Yeah,
They're
top two.
already.
All right.
All right, let's open the line once again for more callers. That's 863-10899. Let's see who else wants to try. Oh, immediately another caller thing.
Guys.
I love that. I
All right.
love
Hey,
that.
we got a lot of prizes today.
A little bit of a tangent. I did
That's
not
true.
expect Fate to be that high.
Magic, hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Can I have your name, please?
Hi, this is Edge.
Edge. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yep.
Edge. Okay, welcome to the show. Do you know the mechanics? You're playing higher or lower? Do you have a good grasp on it? You got it?
Got it.
Yes, you know. Okay, that's beautiful.
All
That's
right,
beautiful.
perfect.
Let's get straight into it. What category do you want to cover? Movies, anime, or video games?
Movies as well.
Movies.
Movies.
A popular category.
Let's run through movies. Okay, going straight into it. The choices are
We have The Lion King 2019, so the live action
action,
one.
okay.
Or Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'll go for The Lion King.
Lion King
2019.
All right. Wow, really?
You are correct,
The li-
Mundo.
The Lion King 2019 made $1 billion.
$1.6
Crazy.
Next one's really nice.
Okay. So next we have The Lion King, still 2019, or Shark Tale.
Sorry, what's the other?
The second one is Shark Tale.
It's an animated movie. It had Will Smith in it.
Jack Black too.
I'll still go for The Lion King.
The Lion King.
The
All
Lion
right. Good
King.
choice. Good choice.
Yeah, really good choice.
Good choice. Good
Perfect.
choice.
There you
Correct,
go.
Mundo.
So now-
next one.
We got Shark Tale and The Last Samurai from 2003.
What do you think?
Last Samurai is
2003, yes.
Yes, 2003.
Okay, I'll pick the Shark.
Shark Tale.
Shark Tale.
All right, let's see how Edge feels. Oh my gosh. It is the Last Samurai that made
unfortunately.
more money than Shark Tale.
Man.
But we appreciate the attempt. And guess
Yeah.
what? Don't worry, Edge. You're on the board
Yes,
with 2
sir.
points.
Thank you so much for joining in. Do you have anyone you want to greet before we move on to the next one?
Yeah, no one. Yeah.
No
Thank you.
one. Okay. Thank you for joining
right.
in. Be sure to stick around to see if you won. All right. Bye-bye.
Hello to no one.
Oh,
Very popular
gosh. All right. Goodness gracious. Let's open the line for maybe one more.
One more caller.
One more
All right.
caller. Okay,
That's
okay.
true. We're supposed to have 4 winners,
Yes,
guys.
sir. Okay, let's open the line for one more caller. Call us up. That's 863-10899 to try your luck on higher and lower. I'm liking how everybody's picking movies so far. We have a caller. Oh, let's see.
Wow, it's so fast.
Magic,
love it.
hello.
Hi.
Hi. Can we have your name, please? Welcome.
This is Cholo.
This is Cholo.
Cholo?
Cholo, yeah. Cholo.
Cholo.
Okay.
Sorry, we got
You
scared.
threw me off so
Yeah,
much.
because one of our DJs here is Cholo de la Cruz, and I was like, hey, yo.
I was like, is this a test?
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to the show. See, I'm like discombobulated. Okay.
Welcome to the show. We got 3 categories for you on higher or lower. Are you familiar with the game?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, perfect. So, do you know the categories, or do you want us to run it by you?
Yeah, I want to try the anime category.
Anime, let's
Oh
go.
my goodness.
Cholo, you had it locked down already in your
First
head.
contender. All right.
All right.
Let's run you through it. First one,
All right,
boys.
so we have Phantom, Requiem for the Phantom, or Death Note.
Ooh.
Death Note.
Death
Death Note.
Note.
Let's see if Death Note is more popular.
Yes, it is.
It is
It is.
8.6.
This is in terms of rating, by the way.
Yes, in terms of rating on my anime list.
Yes.
Right.
You were right with Death Note. Let's move on to the next one.
Fruits Basket, second season, or Death Note.
Oh, Death Note.
Death
Death
Note.
Note
let's
still.
see.
I agree. Ooh,
By a
nice one.
small margin.
We had, because Fruits Basket had 8.54 and Death Note had 8.62. So you
So
just
close.
guessed
Great
correctly.
job. Next
Okay.
one.
Fruits Basket, second season, or Chihaya Furu.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Fruit Basket.
Fruits Basket.
Yes. Oh my
You are
god.
correct, good sir.
You're on a roll, Cholo. All right.
Next one.
All right. Ukami to Koshin Ryo, or Chihaya Furu.
Ooh.
Oh,
We're getting niche, huh?
okay. Yeah. I'll take the second one. Yeah,
Chihaya Furu.
Chihaya Furu. Let's see. Oh my
Missed
gosh,
it by
just
just a tiny, by
barely.
0.10.
The other one, Cholo, had 0.10 more
yep.
score. But
Oh.
don't worry, Cholo, because you're currently on the top of our leaderboard with a score of 3.
Congratulations. Be sure to stick around to see if you won and how to claim your prize. Be sure to contact us as well. Do you have anyone to greet before we move on?
Yeah, I would just like to greet my wife, Misha.
Oh, Isha. Hi,
Isha.
Isha.
Hello,
Thank you for
Isha.
tuning in. Thank you for
Hello.
tuning in. You have a good night, all right? Thank you so much for
Okay,
joining in the
thank you.
games. Bye-bye.
I guess Cholo's gonna maybe have a date night with
That's
Isha
incredible,
for
dude. That's
concert
incredible,
tickets. All right.
dude. Okay, it's nice someone tried the anime category. That was a lot of fun.
Thank
They
goodness,
got the
guys.
highest score.
No, that was a lot of
See,
fun.
just because you pick movies, that doesn't mean you're gonna get the highest score.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. But I think we have our 4 winners already.
You know what? We do.
Yeah, we're already the last.
Are we closing the gates?
I think we're closing the gates already. I don't think we have enough time.
Mom, let me cue one more.
I don't think we have enough time, boys. I don't think we have enough
all right.
time. All right,
come
we're gonna
on.
have to move on and prepare. Hope you guys had fun with higher or lower. Let's experiment more in a bit next time.
And to our winners, make sure you guys contact us over our hotline 86310899, as well as our Viber, which we will be getting the number for in a bit.
You guys can also contact us on any of our socials. You can contact me at Joaqui_Norris.
Me at Kian Old.
And me at David_Borsi. Once again, to our winners, Ann, Vince, Edge, and Cholo. You guys won tickets to J.R. Richards, who is the original singer of Dishwalla.
Congratulations. Be sure to claim your tickets, all right, guys? Because you don't want those tickets to go to waste. But I hope you guys had fun with higher or lower, because the first time we're trying it, it was nice we ran through a bunch of different categories. But let's get right back into the music. Things are getting a bit dramatic here on Game Night, but be sure to stick around because we're going to be playing on-air games in just a bit. But for now, we got Eve up for you next with Dramaturgy Song from 2017. Be sure to stick around. We are Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
We got Eminem with Houdini here on Game Night. You guys know what time it is. It's the most important time of game night. The part where we play video games.
Queue up, queue up, queue up.
We're going to be playing on-air games with you guys. And we got a very, very fun game today.
Yeah, before that, once again, you guys are joined by your lovely Junior Jock.
Exactly.
Junior Jock David.
Junior Jock, Kian.
And Junior Jock Wacky.
So, I'm sure you guys are a little bit curious. What are we doing here? What's the situation?
What's the situation?
Well, we got for you guys Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, otherwise known as TABS.
We're playing tabs today, guys.
Yeah. So basically, a quick rundown of what TABS is. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. In the name itself, it's basically a battle simulator.
Yes.
You just build an army and then fight something.
Yes, it's basically because we've run through different types of games here. This is the first time we're doing a simulator type game, if I'm not mistaken. So main thing we do, we put down troops, have them fight. One side will win. Whoever's the last man standing.
I will say there is a campaign mode where you have to try and beat CPUs.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what we're doing today
It's the sandbox mode where we just brawl it out.
because we're gonna be memeing around, ladies and gents.
Exactly.
So we have a few rules over here because if you didn't know, there are costs to the troops.
Yes.
Just like employment.
Yeah.
We gotta pay our employees.
All right.
All right?
All right.
Okay.
So we have a maximum budget that we're
our
allowed to
budget?
spend.
Okay.
I thought you guys figured that out.
It's
What?
20K.
20K.
Okay, 20.
It's our
So we can
maximum
only
budget.
spend 20K of our budget
Yes.
Yes.
for troops.
Yes.
Budget for your army.
Yeah, budget for there you go.
For your army.
So basically, some troops cost like 3,000 doubloons, which is like, the Void Monarch. And some troops cost 25 gold.
Yes,
the farmers.
But that would also depend on how strong they are.
Exactly. So higher value troops are stronger.
Yes.
But they're really expensive and will really eat into your budget.
Exactly.
And that is why I'm going to be starting off.
Okay.
or rather-
Okay, hold up. Wait.
I'm
We're
so
not starting
excited,
off
sorry.
yet. Okay. So for reference, guys, Kian is red team.
Yes.
And
I
then
love red.
me, David, I'm blue team.
They're gonna be brawling it out.
We're going to be giving you guys a little fun too. Because I know what happens here on game night. Sometimes we just play games and you guys watch or listen to us. And you're like, man, I wish I could join into the fun. Well, this time, if you want to join in on the fun, you guys can go over to playback.tv/magic899. You guys can check out the stream and add your suggestions for what troop we should add to our army.
Exactly.
And you guys might be a better general than me because I do not have a brain.
So if you guys have better contributions or you want to sabotage Kian, feel
what?
free to drop over.
Okay, the plan is we're gonna be memeing around. You guys are gonna place your troops and see which team, which mixture of a team would be better on which side.
All right,
I will
so-
be your commentator. I will be running through everything while you guys fight it out.
All right, so I guess, Kian, do you want to start off building your army?
General Kian will now place 3 Void Monarchs over here.
Okay, try hard.
Void
Listen,
Monarchs.
guys, if you guys have any suggestions, you can send it over on playback.tv/magic899 and Kian will add it to his army.
Yeah, because what category are we in? Because
I
there are
am-
different types of fighters. There's medieval fighters, there are ninjas,
Dynasty,
dynasty
there's a lot.
fighters.
I'm using evil.
Evil.
Wow, just like you.
No.
Anyway.
Okay.
All right, go place your troops, Kian. I'm
Right.
getting bored here.
So after that, I'm going to be placing down some exiled sentinels. So
Exiled
that's my front
sentinels.
line.
All
That's
in the
my
front.
the shield.
What do they do?
people.
Oh, so they have shields.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're clearly the front line. And let's have,
Someone's afraid I'm going to pick some good troops.
Okay.
All
I
right.
already have Void Monarchs. And then let's have some Shadow Walkers right behind the sentinels.
Shadow
All right.
Walkers.
They're my
You're
swordsmen.
cutting really deep into the budget. You're running 15. You have 15K right now.
Yes.
Don't worry about that. So we're
You're-
going to have some Void
Void
cultists.
cultists,
Let's
all
have
right.
two of them.
Two
and
of
let's
them at
have
the back.
a Deathbringer.
At the middle.
All
of
right.
the
Is
main
anyone
man.
in playback suggesting
We don't have suggestions yet.
Okay,
Let's
all
show them how the game works.
All right.
Let's
fine.
wrap it up with 2 Tempest Liches over there.
Okay, you're 700 doubloons over budget. Are we going to allow that?
It's just a
Please.
tiny bit.
Okay, so that's out of your pocket.
Yeah.
I'm expecting 700 pesos tonight.
What?
Anyway,
All right.
I will be picking, you know what? Let me get the humble farmers.
The farmers.
All right,
the
so
farmer
it's already easy
category.
to
Okay.
believe.
All right, so we're going to get some farmers. You know the saying,
Less is more.
less
Less
is
is
more.
more, okay.
No. More is more. I will be having
Quantity over.
30. Let's have 51 farmers.
Oh my gosh.
You know
dude.
what? No. Let's have 60 farmers.
Ghost of Sparta-
70 farmers.
General David has 4 lines of farmers.
70 farmers.
Ghost of Sparta is saying defense is important, guys.
Defense. Don't worry, my farmers got it.
They'll just be meat
We're gonna have some
shields.
harvesters on the side. Yeah, some calm harvesters on the side.
Nice. Are you
About
guys hearing
20?
the game on your guys' end
Oh
or
my
no?
goodness
Not too much,
gracious.
not
You're
too
the
much.
outnumbering my army.
Yeah, keep
All
going.
right.
Keep going.
Let's open up a little different category. Hold up. How do you delete? I don't know how to delete.
Oh no, you put a harvester. You know, just leave that guy over there. He's
Okay,
gonna
well,
get destroyed.
Kian accidentally has an extra harvester, but it's fine. So I'm gonna include some Wild West shenanigans, some dynamite throwers. I saw the word dynamite, and
Oh my gosh,
I got
we're just wanting
excited.
explosives, dude.
Yes, we're gonna have a whole row of dynamite
Oh my
explorers.
Oh my gosh.
And lastly, we're gonna get some OP guys as well. We're gonna get some sacred elephants up in here.
Elephants in the
sacred
back line.
elephant.
So that's gonna
So-
be basically you.
There we go. So my army is I'm gonna call them the Association of Farmers.
The AOF.
AOF. Well, what's your army called?
My army is called the Army Against David.
Okay.
AOD.
Wow. Okay.
AAD.
Okay. Well, let's see who will win. Kian's army or the goats.
Okay, let's
Hey,
Let's-
hold on a second.
let's brawl it out.
Hold on a
Gamers,
second.
let us proceed. Let the fighting
Begin!
Okay, run.
Onwards, my troops.
Okay, situation right now. I'm seeing a lot of explosions. Everything
Yes!
is exploding. The dynamite walkers are working
Go,
over on
dynamite
David's
walkers!
side. And I'm seeing a lot of destruction. I don't see a lot of blue
Why is
anymore
there
for
a giant
David.
void here?
There's
It's
a,
because you
killing
messed with the Army Against
Innocent
David.
farmers.
there are like rain clouds and
Red
it's
victory.
Red victory.
This is rigged. This is rigged.
This is why you
All
don't
right.
go against me.
I was representing the common man.
And exactly, that is why you lost. I am literally
No,
the
this
demon
is,
army.
This is literally a quality over quantity type fight.
Exactly.
And Kian had better quality troops.
No, are you saying our
No, 'cause,
local
like,
farmers?
quantity-wise, you were
Look,
focused more on the
Realistically
quantity.
speaking, I have might and magic on my side. I am a literal demon, and you have a farmer that's going to throw pitchforks at me.
Yes, I believe in our local farmers.
Well, clearly they failed you.
Okay.
We weren't even like how many seconds into the game. Everything just exploded because of the dynamite. And
Oh my
there were like
gosh.
dust clouds everywhere. The
General
thing is with
Kian.
this game, the different types of troops that are there's like magic in this game. There's medieval fighters. There's ninjas. There's futuristic fighters. A lot of different fighters in this game, and you can have them like run through.
Yeah, so we're gonna be playing another one for you guys, but of course we're gonna leave you guys with something to jam along to and something to give you guys a little break. So once again, playback.tv/magic899 is open for suggestions on army troops. Send them over right now.
Exactly.
Because for the next battle, we will be inputting all your guys' suggestions.
We have a request. Tease it for later.
Okay, we'll do it for later.
Yeah,
we'll do it for
so,
later.
yeah, just keep
Send in
sending
your
them in.
requests.
I'm excited. I'm
And,
excited.
guys, it's really important that you also add which army or which player you want to add the army to.
Oh, true.
So
true,
if
true.
for
Which
example,
side?
if you want to add ninjas, you say I want ninjas on Kian's team.
Okay.
Then send it over.
Let's test everything out. Let's test everything out. Let's give you
Yes.
guys time to think with some music, all right?
Exactly.
There's going to be an overdose of energy here today and like an overdose of troops for you guys. Goodness gracious. But let's jam a bit. We got Natori with Overdose here on today's best music. We are Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
On Wild and Free song from 2024, you are still at Game Night.
Game night.
With Junior Jock, Joaqui.
Junior Jock, Kian.
And Junior Jock David.
Gamers, we are back. We were playing tabs earlier, and we asked you guys to send over your army requests.
Yes, and you guys definitely sent
We have a
requests.
lot of requests to run through, so let's simulate the games, a totally accurate battle game.
So here's the thing. Someone suggested 100 men versus 1 gorilla. The thing is, though,
There's no gorilla.
there's no gorilla in totally accurate battle simulator.
Dang!
But as a substitution, we're going to be doing 100 farmers versus 1 minotaur.
Right, let's
I
get
think
it.
that's fair. I
That's
think
not
that's
bad.
fair.
That's not bad at all. I'd say. Okay, let's set it up. Okay, this is because I never thought I'd actually get the results of 1 gorilla, 100 men. But we're gonna see what happened.
This is the next best thing because we have farmers against like what is this? A minotaur, like a bull, right?
Yes. Well, it's like a bull head and then man body, right?
Yeah, really buff man.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So that's practically
it's a
gorilla.
gorilla power.
Yeah, gorilla power.
Okay,
There we
gorilla
go.
In
power,
fact, this is
gorilla
more
power.
OP, but let's see how this one
Okay.
goes.
All right, so
run
let's
through 100 men versus one gorilla.
Yes. Quote unquote. You know, as
unquote.
close as we can get to
All
Yeah,
it.
Give me the
placeholder gorilla.
countdown.
All right.
So let's
Let's run through. Let's see who wins. 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Charge, my common man.
Charge!
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
the Minotaur is just slamming into them.
The Minotaur just charged into the farmers. Get him, farmers.
Everybody, get him, boys! Get him!
Dogpile him.
They swarmed him.
And let's
the
go!
100 men won.
The farmers won. So, guys, we finally finished the debate. 100 men versus one gorilla. 100 men win.
We solved the problem.
Every time.
100 men win. Let's go,
But
humanity.
there will be casualties, but it's
There will be
possible.
casualties. The first 20 men will have to sacrifice their lives.
Man.
But let me tell you,
necessary.
we will come
sacrifice.
out victorious.
Yes, the abominable human spirit.
Yeah, no, the
Indomitable.
Indomitable. There we go.
Abominable.
Abominable. I'm thinking of the
Abominable snowman.
snowman. Dude. Okay.
Hi.
We had a bunch of other suggestions.
All right,
We're
let's
already
hear
done
it.
with that. Let's. They're saying they want us to do Attack on Titan. I don't know if we can do it.
We don't have
Is there-
Attack on Titan.
Yeah, there's no.
They want us to do Spartans versus Persians.
There is no Spartans or Persians either here.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Well, do we
sorry.
have something that like?
Spartans and ninjas.
There we go.
Okay.
You know what? Let's play rock paper scissors right now. Who gets Spartans? Who gets ninjas?
Okay, go.
So what do you? Okay,
Winner
so-
gets ninjas. Let's just say that.
You guys want ninjas.
Yeah. Okay.
Best of
No,
one?
no. Just
Okay,
peaks.
best of one?
Okay.
Yeah. Best of one. 3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Okay.
ninjas.
So Kian will be ninjas and I will be Spartans.
All right, so how many are
Okay.
we doing? Like,
Let's have
Same
a set
budget, same budget.
20,000.
20,000
Let's see
budget.
who wins. You guys gotta be smart.
Can't go over, otherwise you got to pay overtime. All right.
goodness gracious, I don't
All
want
right.
to do that.
Kian already
we
with
go.
20,000. There we go. Right on budget. 40 ninjas.
40
versus.
ninjas. The ninja stars are gonna be crazy on this one.
We got.
Let's look for the
Here we
Spartans.
go.
Okay. Well.
All right. So we're gonna get.
Okay.
Oh, this is a lot, Kian.
You're gonna, yeah.
Oh,
no.
you're
Oh
cooked.
my
you
gosh,
are
dude.
cooked.
Don't worry. General Kian has overcome the odds before.
In a realistic standpoint, who would win in this fight? Like, in terms of like Spartans versus ninjas, who is like better in terms of like if a 1v1 between a Spartan and a ninja?
I think technically speaking, Spartans would win.
Yeah,
If it's
aren't they?
like-
Yeah, aren't they like they
if we're
live
gonna
for
go-
the love of the game?
Yeah.
These are like
They're going face to face on a battlefield. The charm of a ninja and the strength of a ninja, they're working in the shadows. There are no shadows in a
So it's
battlefield.
more sneaky. Okay, so sneak versus charge.
Yes.
Okay.
So
red team is full of ninjas. The blue team is full of Spartans.
now here's the thing, guys. Spartans are a lot cheaper than ninjas in this game.
But there's a
Yes.
lot of them on
So
screen.
there's 40 ninjas versus 168 Spartans. You know, I'm actually curious. We'll give a chance on playback.tv/magic899.
Try and guess.
No. Text or chat. Do you guys want it to be 40-40 or are you guys down to just run
Oh,
this
true.
168 Spartans versus 40 ninjas?
Yeah, so to make it fair, you
Yeah,
know?
do we want even playing fields or do we just want to see Kian lose?
What do you mean? General Kian won last time.
I like how they're saying, Ghost of Sparta is saying the God of War is pleased.
Okay.
He just wants more Spartans. Okay.
So we're just running the Spartans, 168
You
Spartans.
know what?
Okay, they're
General
saying
Kian-
300. They're saying, why are they saying, they're saying 300.
Okay, that's a little too much Spartans, guys.
Against
All right?
my 14
I get the
ninjas.
reference, but there's a little too much of that, all right? I think let's just run the 168.
Okay.
General Kian does not care.
Okay, General David's gonna whoop his ass.
Let's see.
3,
you're
2,
not.
1, and
Fight!
Let us go, my ninjas.
okay.
Ninjas.
Wow, wait, they're actually
Oh yeah.
moving through the.
Shurikens.
Wait, the
Get
Spartans are
boy.
losing.
The
Am I
ninjas are
crazy?
throwing everything, dude.
What,
They
the
didn't even
ninjas
get
are-
close to them.
The ninjas won.
All I'm gonna say, I know I picked ninjas, but I feel like I picked some grass mowers because I just mowed the lawn.
Dude, all the ninjas like they were throwing shurikens like they were bullets.
I'm just
Bro,
saying.
they couldn't even go near the ninjas. That's the thing. They were ranged
Oh my
gamers.
gosh.
That's smart. That's
I
smart.
don't know, General
You know what?
David.
Okay. Just for this time, I'm gonna run it back, but 300 Spartans.
Okay.
All right. I want to see
300.
if the playback listeners are
Got the
cooking.
good guess, yeah.
And
maybe
if you guys,
maybe that was like the equal playing field.
General
that they were
David, do
talking
you
about.
not care that these men have families?
No, hey, they will come home victorious
They will.
Yeah,
for
they're
the
gonna
glory
go,
of
they come
Sparta.
home.
they're
Let's
gonna
hope
go
they
back
come
home
home
in
at
a
all.
body
We're
bag.
gonna have 301 Spartans with General David as the
Sure.
301st Spartan.
Okay.
Sure. General
All right.
David's gonna fall down too.
Let's let's run this.
You guys are ready.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1.
Fights!
Let us go. Oh my
It
goodness.
is lagging like crazy right now, guys.
Here's the thing with
There's too many
simulators.
Spartans that are happening
no,
right
wait,
now.
Hold on.
Wait, they're gonna breach through the ninjas.
The ninjas
Quick,
are starting to get overwhelmed.
use your breath through the shields.
Okay,
No,
it
keep
looks
on
like the
shuriken.
Spartans are trying their best right now.
They're gonna
looks like
win.
they have a good
I got
chance.
over-
Let's go.
The Spartans won! For
We got the Spartans. So, guys, if you want to beat 40 ninjas, you just need 300 Spartans.
That's a lot of Spartans.
That is
though.
a tall task.
That's a lot of Spartans. I'm not gonna put the Spartans one.
grief.
Oh gosh. Okay, let's see. I remember someone
You know,
also
I think let's have one
more match
simulation.
I want to try one more because
One
someone
more.
here wants to have. They're asking if there are any robots in this game.
robots.
So we're going from medieval. So we're going more futuristic approach in this one.
We will double check while
If you guys have any more armies you guys want to suggest against the robots, send them over on playback.tv/magic899. And for those over on your radio sets, hope you guys are enjoying the show. Because it's kind of wild to be able to simulate all of these battles just like that. Do we have
Okay,
any robots?
We do not have robots.
No futuristic robots.
No futuristic
Okay.
robots.
We have the Golden Renaissance here.
Okay.
If
The
that counts.
the thing is with this game, there's a workshop for this game, so you can download mods. Unfortunately,
Yes.
we do not have mods.
Yeah, because we don't know.
We're showing you guys the vanilla features.
Exactly. The game in its purest form.
Okay. What teams do we have?
Well, a lot of ancient stuff. So we have farmers, medieval, ancient, Viking,
Do we have any samurais?
samurai.
we do. Right there.
There we got
Dynasty.
samurai.
People are screaming samurais. Samurai.
Versus, can we know who we're gonna be up against?
Samurais versus archers.
Archers.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. All right. So,
there.
Kian, do you want to be samurais or archers?
I'll be samurai.
All right.
The immediate samurai taking,
So
dude.
we have Kian with samurai
Samurai.
Hi.
all the way.
Shout out Kian.
Are we gonna really use the entire budget on samurai?
Yeah.
Oh my
All
gosh,
right.
dude. Okay.
Budget for your army.
Okay, because this is looking like a lot of samurais. Man, really? There's like. Okay, there we go. 146 samurais versus. Let's see how many archers we can fit into the
I think
budget.
that's
How
I
much
think
is an
it's like
archer?
same. That
Yeah.
should be
Well,
roughly
this
the
is
same.
similar to the ninja situation where they have range to their advantage.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm just saying, guys, there's so much troops that the game is lagging. Okay.
That's why we simulated, dude.
Yes, this is a simulation.
Yeah, because if you do this in real life, it will lag in real life.
It will lag.
will lag in real
Guys,
life.
are we gonna experience lag in real life?
That's so funny,
Okay.
dude.
There we go.
Okay.
146 samurai versus 146 archers. Let's run the simulation. Hopefully our computer doesn't crash.
It won't. It
In
won't.
three,
Hope it won't.
2, 1, bang!
Okay.
Onwards, my samurai.
They're saying animal assault.
Animal assault archers.
what do we have for her samurai? What school is that?
There's no samurai
So,
schools.
what's a samurai school? I don't know.
samurai.
Wait, the samurais are breaching into the archers.
through,
Archers,
samurai.
fire back.
The
Do
archers are
something.
not moving.
Ref, do something.
You have to reload your bow. You can't reload a
No,
sword.
the
Oh
samurai.
my gosh! Bring in a sword to it's not a
sword.
It's
Honestly,
not,
it's
a
even
bow.
more. The samurai are breaching our defenses. Samurai, the archers, do something.
The samurais, they're just speeding through it. They're just
going
all
to bring
gone.
your
Last
family.
line of defense for the archers right now at the
bring
back
shame
line.
on
Oh my gosh.
No.
You bring shame to family, David.
No. Do we have an archer? Any archers alive? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
What's your last one?
Okay. So the samurai beat the archers. Do not let Lasalians fight against samurai.
Dude,
We
they're
will
saying-
lose.
Dude, they're saying the samurais are UP because they're.
Okay. Well,
We are not having that discussion tonight.
you know that's crazy because we're all from Lasalle.
By technicality, yes.
Yes.
Technically, we're not having that discussion
my
tonight.
God.
I'm from Binil.
Is this how we end the night? You know, we all lost.
General
Alright.
Kian is 2-1 in this.
All right, General Kian has won with his samurai army.
Goodness gracious. Hope you guys are enjoying the simulation. First time we're trying out a simulation. There's a lot of fun memeing around, trying out the different armies and different teams. What do you guys think of the game?
I had a lot of fun.
Okay, the thing is with this game, this is another one of the OG YouTuber games that
True.
people absolutely loved playing because they liked making scenarios. And especially with the modded scene of this game specifically, there's a lot of scenarios that people are able to do with custom characters. And so, do you guys have like, what are you guys' thoughts?
Well, honestly, I think this is definitely a game you can play if you just want to mess around with your friends, see what works, and just kind of, just a fun night.
Gets,
Just have a fun night with the boys.
I get that.
Yeah, that's true. But I have the same thoughts as you, David. But the problem is replayability because as a base game, I'm not gonna count the mods.
Yes.
The replayability is not that good.
It gets stale after a while.
It gets stale. So I think that's a
why it's
factor.
important the modding community is here.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And there's a campaign, if I'm not mistaken.
There
Right?
is a
Yeah, so if you guys, honestly, I could play this for about a month before I would formally get kind of bored.
Yeah.
But the modding community are so consistent. You guys can just download mods straight into the game, and then boom, increase your army tenfold.
Exactly. There's probably gonna be like an actual guerrilla mod out there.
I think there is already.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
probably do custom fights with maybe, if I'm not mistaken, like characters like Goku is like in the
I'm
mods.
pretty sure someone said they wanted robots. On the base game, there is none, but I'm pretty sure there's a robot mod out there.
There is.
For sure. Like there are also custom characters like Goku. Who else? SpongeBob is probably in
Yeah,
here.
see, so
That's hilarious.
this game is definitely a fun game, but if you want the extra experience, I definitely recommend
The modding
taking a look
scene.
into the modding community.
So what's your score for this?
Yeah, what's the rating?
I
boys?
would say it is a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
like
okay.
base with the mods?
Base game.
Base game.
Base
Okay.
game is a 7 out of 10.
Scorpions?
Very fun, very super, such a fun brain dead game to play.
I get that.
You know what I mean?
You just watch it.
Yes.
Personally, I would give this game a 6 or a 6.5 out of 10.
All
on the
right.
base
Okay.
game.
Okay. I get that.
But
I
with
get that.
mods, I'm gonna say it's a 9 out of 10.
I say it's
Real
an 8
though.
with mods.
There you go.
Real.
All right.
real.
Once again, guys, this is totally accurate battle simulator, otherwise known as Tabs.
Highly recommend this game if you guys want to meme around and have some fun. But of course, hopefully you guys enjoy the game night where we played on air games. Be sure to stick around because later we're going to be having Situation Station of the Nation where we update you guys on everything, news of everything. We're going to be covering esports news later
And some sports news.
and some
we will.
sports news. So be sure to stick around covering everything for that. But for now, let's dance the night away, ladies and gentlemen. We got Night Dancer, song from Japan, song from 2022, song to dance the night away from Imase. Be sure to stick around in game night. We are Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Feel It by David, only here on Game Night, Magic 89.9. You're joined back here with Junior Jock, Kian.
Junior Jock, Joaqui.
And Junior Jock David.
And now it is time for Situation Station of the Nation.
Okay, guys, don't butcher it. Don't butcher it like
The
that.
Situation Station of the Nation.
That's what I'm
ladies
talking
and
about.
gentlemen. We talk about the news that you guys need to know when it comes to sports, gaming, anime, everything nerdy. We bring you guys up to speed.
So,
we will.
I guess let me start us off with some esports news.
Yes,
so,
sir.
if any of you guys are into Valorant, this one's for you. If you're not, then you're gonna have to sit with me for the next 2 minutes.
I've been getting into Valorant myself, so I'm interested. What's
so
the
basically,
situation?
currently in Valorant, we're having our second international event this year, and we have the 4 teams locked in for basically the top 4 teams locked in. The reason I wanted to highlight this is because all 4 teams are one from each region.
Ooh.
So Valorant has 4 regions: the Americas, the China, Pacific,
Yeah.
and EMEA.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. So it's really cool to see how the top 4 teams are one team from every single region.
Hey.
Yeah, so there's a lot of representation over there in Valorant right now. It's so great to see these teams reach the top. And I just want to highlight that PaperX. PaperX has also reached the top 4. The reason why this is very relevant, guys, is because 1, I'm extremely biased. And
Yes.
2nd, they also have a local Filipino present there.
Oh yeah, that's where the
Yeah.
Filipino Patman, right?
Yes, his full name is Patrick Mendoza, but he goes by the alias Patman.
We have Filipino. Uy, Philippines.
There we go.
Philippines back.
He's currently making a great upper bracket run right now.
That's incredible,
Along with
man.
his boys over at PaperX, and it's so lovely to see.
He made the local news because of his
He
run.
did. I didn't. I wasn't in.
It was in.
There was a news outlet.
Yes.
Basta there was a news outlet that talked about,
His run.
Patman, and how he's kind of showing a little bit of Filipino
Right,
representation.
that's so nice, man.
So lovely
It's
to
really
see.
nice too that he's also a focal point of that team.
Yes, he's actually part of the people that kind of changed the tides for PaperX. So it's super cool to see. But that's enough esports news. Let's get into the nitty gritty.
Yes.
Where you get your hands dirty and your feet sore.
What are we gonna do? What the heck?
NBA sports.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Sports.
something else.
Sports.
Sports.
Yes.
So, back to the NBA Finals. I am
Here we
ashamed.
go again.
I am ashamed to say Oklahoma City Thunder, they're up 3-2 in a best of 7 series against the Indiana Pacers.
Really? Okay,
So
he's getting there.
tomorrow.
So it seems that
Your prediction.
that OKC is performing pretty well.
Prediction.
I'm just going to say this.
Despite
Tyrese Halliburton did injure his right calf during Game 5. So
somebody is gonna make excuses.
I'm just saying there's an injury, so I'm not going to put an asterisk on it, but there is a reason. But
Okay.
by the way, tomorrow, Friday for us, it will be the potentially final game at 8:30 a.m.
So if OKC wins this game tomorrow, it's game
It's game. OKC will be champions.
of the finals.
Yep, of
Yes.
the NBA.
Oh, well, there you go.
Gosh, dude. Okay.
So the thing is, this is really relevant. So because that means the Indiana Pacers
Yeah.
need to get this
they need
game
to win the next
to
game.
tie it 3-3 for a game 7.
And
Bring it
there's
back
a
for
and there's
match
a
set.
huge looming, what do you call this?
Problem? Yeah.
Is Tyrese Halliburton, their star player, might not play for the final. for that
Why?
game. He injured his right calf.
Oh yeah, you mentioned. Oh my gosh.
So Tyrese Halliburton, their star player, might not even be there for the game they need to stay in the finals.
I mean, he'll be
my
on the
gosh.
bench if he's not.
okay, what is he gonna
play.
do in the bench?
Support.
Yeah, go guys.
Yeah, exactly. Would you rather have your friend?
No, I get the idea, but I would prefer my star player on the court.
Would you
get
want
that.
him to rip his Achilles?
Okay, no, I'm just saying, if my star player was like cheering me in the crowd, I'd be motivated, yeah, but
No, I
it
get
would
that,
be
I get-
we
It's
would
better to have him there.
we would win if he was there. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
if he was available.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still saying optimistic because we did say they were miracle workers last time.
They were.
So
Well, we'll see what happens.
I'll let the optimism do the talking.
I'm actually curious. People over at playback.tv/magic899, who do you got your money on? You know?
A lot of people. I still remember they said OKC.
they say
Yeah,
OKC.
they
A lot
still
of people are saying
OKC.
OKC.
Still on the OKC train. You know, it's so funny. If I can just reference what we talked about last week. I think last week we were talking about how Pacers was 2-1 up.
They were.
Yeah, and then I told Kian that they're gonna OKC's gonna come back, and Kian
Now
was
they're
like,
coming
"No
back.
way, they're gonna come back. Pacers are on a run right now. They got momentum."
Look,
and
man,
then
there was an injury. There was an injury.
and then OKC is currently the one up.
barring injury, Indiana could
3-2.
have won.
Let's
2
see
games in
what
a
the
row.
world. I'm looking forward to seeing what the world says. A bunch of people on playback.tv/magic899. Let's say hi to them because
Hello.
if I'm not mistaken, we are at the last few minutes of the show.
Man, oh man, does time fly by when you're having fun with the boys?
Exactly.
I'm not having fun with
We got
you,
a bunch of
dude.
people
Okay.
on playback. We got Ghost of Sparta, Lightermain 200X on Cloud9, Chatty. A bunch of people. Victor Torres. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys had fun. We were memeing around quite a bunch today.
And those of you guys over on your radio sets, listening to us on the car, in the shower, in the kitchen, on your bed, thank you guys so much for tuning in
Thank
as
you guys
well.
so much. Hope you guys had fun with the games.
But make sure you guys stick around because we got more stuff here on the
Exactly.
Magic.
Sir.
Exactly.
Right after us, we got the boys.
The boys.
Boys all the way until midnight. Keeping you guys entertained with their wild shenanigans once again.
Exactly.
And then, of course, tomorrow we got Friday Madness.
Going
Go
back
mad
to the-
with Friday Madness.
Exactly. Best of the 80s and the 90s.
We obviously got another Junior Jock show hitting you hard, hitting you strong with triple shots.
Yes, sir.
Junior Jock Charlie, Junior Jock Bill, and Junior Jock Kath.
Of course, so check them out if you guys want to have some fun times, some crazy times. I feel like Friday's very crazy, huh? Friday
Yep.
Madness,
Friday
and
Mad.
we also have triple shots.
Yeah. gracious, that's a migraine
Pretty
inducing.
crazy.
Don't worry, we can also slow it down for you guys over on Saturday with Y2K early
Best of
hits.
the early 2000s.
That's what I'm saying. We also have Dash.
The
Mighty
flow.
Dash with the
With
flow.
the flow, and of course, my personal favorite, Saturday
Saturday
Slam,
Slam.
where we're going to be playing the best of rap, hip hop, and R&B for you guys, all for Saturday.
Sunday, we're going to slow things down with Sunday Slowdown. The rest of the week still going to be a very, very magical. And then Monday, we go back to regular
Regular
programming where we have Good Times with Mo, On Air with Hannah Bacani, and the halftime show with Cholo de la Cruz.
Thank you guys so much once again for tuning in over at Game Night.
Exactly.
Quick reminder once again over to our winners.
Please do contact us over on our socials. You can catch me at Wacky_Norris.
At Kian Old.
And at David_Borsi. Alternatively, you can also text us on our Viber. That is the Magic Viber.
Yes.
Not our
Yes.
actual phone numbers. Okay. we don't leak that. We don't leak that.
No,
yes,
no.
but you can contact us over at the Magic Viber 0945-9714011.
Exactly.
Yeah, so once again, this is the Game Boy signing off with one more song for you guys. And if you guys who are on your drive home still, I want to know what's your ETA by New Jeans here on the Magic.
Magic 89.9.